Curzio here with another live video. It's titled How Moderna Just Became the Perfect Short. Not telling you to actually short the stock, maybe buy some puts on it because we know these biotech companies could be all over the place. But they came out with some pretty big news today that I wanted to share with you. The U.S. to buy 100 million doses of Moderna coronavirus vaccine kind of puts validation to that technology, which is good news, right? So they're spending 1.5 to 1.5 billion on the deal, amounts to $15 per dose. You got to focus on that $15 number. This is a company I covered in the past, and I brought up a couple of research reports that I'm going to share with you. And just to show you that that $15, a little above 15, what that actually means. So when we look at, this is from BMO Capital, right? And there's 15 analysts that cover this stock. I just pulled a couple of these reports. I read most of them. I shared some of these. If you could see, guys, look, this is the vaccine here. This is their total revenue expectations, which is pretty insane. I mean, 2 billion, then 7 billion, 11 billion, 18 billion. And if you notice, this is mostly from the virus, right? The vaccine, which are accounting for most of their sales. Now, where do they get those sales? If you look up, I'm trying to find this real quick for you guys because they kind of buried a little bit in here. Make sure. And what page we have here? Just give me 1 second. It is, there it is right here. So if you're looking on, let me go back really quick to get this part. Well, love doing this stuff live. But anyway, if you look at the pricing, which they buried in, it's $105 per dose. Those are where the numbers came from. Now, let's look at Goldman Sachs really quick. So if we're looking at Goldman Sachs, and we're looking at Goldman Sachs numbers, they have a number of 10 billion, 10.5 billion by 2022, right? These numbers, I mean, you could backdoor that number if you do 100, what is it? It's 10.5 billion divided by the 100 million doses. It's going to come to a little bit over $100 as well. What does that mean? It means that you're looking at two things. One, if you're buying Moderna at these levels, right? Because you have 15 analysts that cover this, and I'll show you this really quick, share this as well. So this is my Capital IQ page right here. Okay, so now this goes over all the analyst estimates. So you have 15 analysts right here covering the stock, 50 at sell-side analysts, JP Morgan's or whatever, Goldman Sachs. The median target is $90. That puts it at a $30 billion valuation, guys. All these analysts have that $90 target price. Almost everyone other than Leerink, who's one of the best in the industry, I think has double the price, maybe around 30 bucks, I think. They have to lower their estimates considerably. So not only are you praying that Moderna comes out first with the vaccine to justify a $30 billion valuation for a company that did around 100 million in sales over the past 12 months. That amounts to 250 times sales. That's what Moderna is trading right now. Now you have to hope that, but even if they come out, they're only going to be charging, they're going to be making $15.50 per dose, which is much, much lower than $100. Every single analyst, almost every single one, 90% of them are modeling for. A lot of risk in this name. Those numbers have to come down considerably. The target price at 90 should be more like 60, 55. Let's see if they come down, but this was really big news. No surprise here where, and I could bring this up really quick, show you the last chart, which is something I like to do because I like to actually show you sites that you can use, Yahoo Finance. And if you look at Moderna in the chart, it's under 70. Look where it opened originally on the news, right? 74. They're like, wow, the government put another $1.5 billion. And now look how much it came down on that news. So it's not just me thinking this. You're going to see shorts kind of pile in. Just because if you own the stock, I take profits. If you're not used to shorting, don't short this because if they actually report great news in September, this thing could pop to 100 before it goes all the way back down. But they're not even going to come close to the amount of money they're going to generate. And you still have huge, huge expectations that they're going to be first to the market, which I believe Pfizer, BioNTech, they're going to be first to the market. A lot of risk in this name right now. I think you're really going to see it come down to the 50s pretty soon based on this number and that they're only going to be making $15.50 per dose, which is a lot less than $100 plus almost every analyst on Wall Street expected. I'm Frank Curzio. As always, I'll put back to you guys soon. Take care.